Hi, I'm Kesley. In this tutorial, I'll show you 2 ways to make a t-shirt with your Cricut machine. We'll use Infusible Ink and iron-on material. Let's head into Design Space. From your home screen, select New Project from the header bar to create a fresh canvas. On the left side of the canvas is the Insert panel. Select the Images icon and head to the Design Space Image Gallery. Here you can find thousands of images ready for any project. Most images are included at no additional charge with Cricut Access. In the search bar, type in a few keywords to locate an image for a t-shirt. I'm looking for some type of encouraging phrase like, "You got this." Once you have chosen a design, click on the design to select it. The green box around the image highlights your selection. Navigate to the bottom right corner and click on Insert Image. Now, insert a shirt template to help with sizing. On the left side of your canvas, select Templates. Narrow down your search by selecting what type of canvas you'll be working on. Fashion. Then select an image that will work, classic t-shirts. Templates are used for reference and will not become part of our project. You can select the type of shirt you'll be working with, men's, women's, and the size. You can also change the color. Let's look at how to make a design for the front of a shirt and the pocket. To do this, duplicate the image by right-clicking on Image and select Duplicate. Adjust design size from here, starting with your pocket design. I changed the width to 3.5. A general design size for a pocket image is 3.5 by 5.5. Set this design aside once you're happy with the size. And we'll move to the design for the front of the shirt. Shirt designs are usually between 11 to 14 inches. Start with a width of 8.5 inches. At the center of every image is a very light cross. Use this marking to line up your image with your template. For a t-shirt, I start lining the center of my image with the seam on the bottom of the sleeve. I make sure my design is about 3 inches below the neckline. Adjust the size of your design to get it just how you like it. Take note of the size of your design and double check size and placement on your actual shirt before cutting. Now that the images are sized, it's time to select which size will go on the shirt. Let's start with the pocket using heat transfer vinyl. Hide the image for the front of the shirt until you're ready to cut it. You can hide the image by clicking on the eye in the Layers panel to the right. Now click the Make It button in the top right corner to send your design to the Prepare screen. For both the iron-on and the Infusible Ink t-shirt, you will need to toggle the Mirror Image button on the left of the screen. Select Continue and make sure your device is connected. Select the base material by browsing All Materials. You can narrow your materials search by selecting the drop-down menu on the All Categories tab. Select Iron-On and the type of iron-on you'll be using. If doing the Infusible Ink t-shirt, choose Infusible Ink Transfer Sheet in the drop-down menu. I'll be using Everyday Iron-On. Your image is ready to cut, but before leaving your computer, it's a good idea to look up the heat setting for your EasyPress. Cricut has a heat guide dashboard with EasyPress heat settings. To find it, open your favorite search engine. In your search bar, type in Cricut Heat Transfer Guide. Heat Guide-Cricut should be your first choice. Click on this link and it will take you to the Cricut website and the heat guide. Select the EasyPress you'll be using. Then, from the pull-down menu, select Material Type. For this project, I'll be using patterned iron-on as my heat transfer material. For the Infusible Ink t-shirt, I'll be using Infusible Ink transfer sheets. And my base material will be 100% cotton. I'll also be using a Cricut EasyPress mat. Click Apply. Instructions are below for the specific heat transfer and base material. Now that we have our EasyPress settings, let's finish our project. Let's do the pattern iron-on first. When putting heat transfer vinyl on the cutting mat, place the shiny side of the vinyl down on the mat so the back side is facing up. Smooth the vinyl on your mat and use the scraper to work out any air bubbles. To load the mat, place the mat underneath the mat guides and press it against the rollers. Press the Load/Unload button. Press the flashing Cricut button to begin cutting. Once all functions are complete, the Load/Unload button will flash. Push the button to release the mat from the machine. To remove the vinyl from the mat, turn the mat so the vinyl is face down on your work surface. Hold down a corner of the vinyl and roll the mat off the vinyl. This prevents the vinyl from curling. To remove the excess heat transfer vinyl from your design, use the weeding tool to pull up a little piece and slowly remove the extra vinyl around the image. Begin removing the pieces inside the design with a weeding tool. Don't forget to stop and admire your hard work every now and then. Set the EasyPress at 340 degrees for 30 seconds. To prep your shirt for the heat transfer vinyl design, place the shirt flat on a work surface and select the location for the design. This design is a pocket design, so I'll be putting it on the left side of the shirt. Place your design about 3 fingers down from the neckline and line the middle of the design up with the bottom sleeve seam. Place the EasyPress over the design and hit the Cricut button. Make sure the entire design is under the EasyPress plate. When the EasyPress beeps, remove the EasyPress from your design. Wait for your design to cool before removing the backing of the heat transfer vinyl sheet. And step back and admire your shirt. You got this. Let's do the Infusible Ink transfer sheet shirt next. When placing Infusible Ink sheet on the cutting mat, place the shiny side down on the mat. The material will face up. Make sure your image has been mirrored before sending it to the cutter. To load the mat, place the mat underneath the mat guides and press it against the rollers. While keeping the mat firmly against the rollers, press the Load/Unload button. Press the flashing Cricut button to begin cutting. Once all functions are complete, the Load/Unload button will flash. Push the button to release the mat from the machine. To remove the infusible transfer sheet from the mat, turn the mat so the paper is face down on your work surface. Hold down a corner of the sheet and roll the mat off the paper. This prevents your sheet from curling. To weed infusible ink sheets, give it a bit of a roll to pop and crackle the sheet. Weed the design by removing the inside parts. Set your EasyPress at 385 degrees for 40 seconds. Now let's prep your shirt. Lint roll your shirt to remove any loose fibers. Loose fibers can impact how the design transfers to your shirt. Preheat your shirt for about 10 seconds. I'm going to give myself a center guide by folding my shirt in half from the neckline to the seam and giving it a little press. This will help position my design. Place a piece of cardstock inside your shirt. The cardstock protects your mat and the back side of the shirt from any color that might go through. Work the cardstock up the shirt. To place your image on your shirt, find the center of your image. Place the center of the design on the center of the shirt. Place your design about 3 fingers or 3 inches from the neckline. You can double check your measurements by measuring from the lower seam of the sleeve to the center of your design. You can also just eyeball. Using the butcher paper that came with your infusible transfer sheet, cover the design. When heating, make sure entire image is under the EasyPress. Place EasyPress flat on the image and do not move it. Use slight pressure while the EasyPress timer counts down. Lift the EasyPress straight up. Let your design surface cool before moving the transfer sheet. Check out that amazing color. So fun. You got this.